Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton forged vertical bars post light. This is the 34, 72, 88. There's some awesome sconces that go with this. You should check those out as well. Let's get into details on this. The overall height of the actual fixture itself, and that's going to be from the bottom of the collar that's going over the post. So from the bottom of the collar to the very top of the fixture, which is going to be the glass, it's going to be the top of this. Very sturdy piece of glass, very big, so you can get a big bulb in there. Open on the bottom, will not collect bugs. 22¼ inches overall height, 7.2 inches wide. And then on top of that, there are going to be a whole bunch of mounting options that we're going to talk about now. And if you're on the page for this, you kind of scroll down, you'll see some pictures there. So you're going to have a 71-inch tall post, you're going to have a 23-inch tall post, and you're going to have our little pier mount here. And on all of those, there's going to be a flange on the bottom of it. This is 5 inches by 5 inches, has the holes in there, which are going to accept some kind of attaching mechanism. So it depends on what you put this on, and we'll kind of go over all those things now. If you're going to be putting this on top of like a concrete sidewalk or something that's already on, or a deck, then you're just going to bolt this down and you're going to be good to go. You'll probably want to order the optional cover cap then, because you really want to cover up the attachments and how it goes on. This will just slide over that and cover it all up so you won't see all those attachments. If you are going to be sinking this below grade, so let's say you're doing a post light, the 71-inch post, and you're going to have it in your front yard, what you're going to do is you're going to dig a little hole, you're going to pour in some Quikrete concrete. This is going to come with a paper template, and the paper template is going to show you where those holes are, and you're going to put that down, and then you're going to sink what are called J-bolts. So J-bolt's going to be sunk into the concrete up to about there. There's a bolt at the top of it you can see here. Once it's all set, you're going to come back and you're going to lower this flange onto those 4 J-bolts, and then you're going to bolt it down so it's going to stay there. And that'll be the same for the 23-inch post or the 71-inch post. You wouldn't do it with this. This is most likely going to go on like a low wall, maybe a stone wall by the driveway, by the front, or like a stone or brick pier that you're putting up. So, okay, so we got that out of the way. And then after that, once you get these little attachments all done and you lowered it all down, you're going to just basically probably put grass over the attachments and over the hole that you just dug, because you're going to be putting it below grade, probably about that much. And then you can put mulch or grass and it'll just all disappear. It'll be awesome. You also have the opportunity to order this with a round collar to accept your 3-inch round outside diameter post that you already have. And that could be already sitting in your yard, like a 72-inch post. You might already have a round one. You might have a brick column or a stone column or a small wall, and you might already have a 3-inch post coming out of it, a pipe. 3-inch diameter is the key, and then you can order this by special order with a round collar, and it'll just slip over what you guys already have. So it's a good thing for you. Let me think about anything else about those things. I think that kind of covers up most of the attachment ideas. Let's dive into what's inside of this and what you can do with it. So it's going to be using a medium-based porcelain socket, which is awesome. It's going to cap you at 150 watts for an incandescent light bulb, and that's always because of the heat generated by these old bulbs. And you can use all kinds of LEDs. So the bulb I just showed you, the incandescent one, the size of it was called an A19. That's this guy. This is a standard light bulb. We all grew up with this. This is an A19 LED, and I talk about this in every video for outdoor stuff that has these sockets. It's kind of the same information, but I'm going to talk about it in detail here. A19, 60 watt max. I can find this up to 100 watt equivalent out in the marketplace if I try hard enough. If you are looking in just a big box store, you're probably going to find it in a 60 or 75 watt equivalent. It's just a screw-in socket. So if you want to go brighter than that, there are other bulbs out there. Ooh, sorry about that, dropping stuff. There are other bulbs out there. This is an A21 light bulb. See how much bigger it is than the A19? And I got this at my local hardware store. This is just a Sylvania. And I can find these up to 150 watt equivalent. So I can really get a lot of light out of this if I want to. It's a dimmable fixture. If you want to dim it for any reason, just put it on a dimmer. Either a dimmer set up for LEDs, or if you're sticking with incandescent, just a regular dimmer, I guess, right? And then you can choose your color temperature when you're looking at LEDs. I talk about this all the time. I happen to like the warm glow that comes out of the bulb like this. That's going to be 3000 Kelvin. That's the same warm light that's coming down on me from the LEDs above us. If you guys like that whiter outside daylight, that's going to be 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin. When you're buying these bulbs in a store, make sure you really pay attention to that on the box. If you're buying these online, on Amazon or something like that, it'll tell you straight off the bat, warm white, 3,000 Kelvin, or cool white or bright white, and that's going to be 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin. Little things to know about. And then just remember, you've got that whole thing about the dimmable, non-dimmable idea, okay? Why don't we just touch more? Oh, actually, let's, on these things. So if you guys are in the state of California and you're doing new construction, so that's going to be where you're building something and you're pulling permits. You're pulling electrical permits. There's going to be an electrical inspector coming out from your town, and they're going to really hassle you on everything. But what they are going to talk to you about is doing something like this, and this is a GU24 socket. So a GU24 socket has two little holes there. The bulb's set up with two little prongs, so there's no screw-in thing going on, and it just clicks in basically like that. That's a dedicated LED version of this. It doesn't allow you to do an incandescent, and that's what the state of California does. Excuse me. The other place you're going to do this, if you're doing a LEED certified building projects. So that's going to be LEED, and that's going to be if you're building a house or any kind of commercial structure, and you're going after those government tax credits, and they're going to make you do this as well. We have you covered. If you're just, the 99.9% of you out there who are not doing that, and especially if you're in California, just buy the regular version and put in like a big, nice A21 light bulb, and I think you guys are going to be good to go. I'm really happy with this. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the end. You can see them on these two pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. They're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's talk about something else. Same kind of idea. They only use aircraft-grade aluminum to make all of their outdoor lighting, and the reason they do that is because aluminum holds up better than any other material in harsh, extreme weather. When you go out and you're out in the world, look up and you'll see those jet airlines flying up there way above your head. They're all made out of aluminum for a reason, because it holds up beautifully, it welds beautifully, it doesn't rust, it's very light, and it's just the best material to use outside. So on top of that, they have developed these outdoor baked epoxy powder coats that can go over this and make them pretty much indestructible, and we're going to talk about that right now. So how they do this, you'll notice in the picture next to me, there's a picture of a woman, and she's actually shooting powdered finish at the fixture. And they take the fixture, let's say this is the fixture to begin with, okay? They wire it up with a wire here, a wire coming down. They run a small amount of electricity through it to make it positive. And what that does, it makes it attract everything around it. So when she's over there spraying little bits of powdered finish, what it's going to do, it's going to go over the entire fixture. It's going to get into every nook, every cranny, top, bottom, sides, the whole thing. They're going to take that fixture, they're going to put it into an oven. That's going to melt that down and make it into a hard epoxy shell. And it makes it incredibly strong. Because they do this, and these things have been tested in these wind chambers where they have shot salty seawater at them, basically, because that's what's going to happen on a beach, right, where a lot of these things are going to end up. They had to really do that to make sure that they're going to hold up for you. And because they have done that, they offer the best warranty for the entire lighting industry. And you can see that over on the left-hand side of your screen. Limited lifetime warranty for residential use, and check it out, and it'll really make you feel better about their products. Okay. Moving on from there, why don't we talk about our showroom in Vermont. We have over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We actually have a What's on Display page on our website. It's over on the red tabs over on the left-hand side of your screen, so you can open up that and check it out. Showroom has also a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's an amazing deal for you. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you guys are going to come visit us, do me a favor, bring a big SUV, if you can, if you have one, only because the boxes are set up for shipping. Measure everything you can think of. So measure with a measuring tape, measure your ceilings, measure counters, tables, distances between junction boxes and things like ceilings, because if you're looking, you want to make sure when you're looking at these things that they're going to be able to be used by you for your needs, okay? And then also bring an iPad. If you guys are doing a project and you have a tablet laying around at home, take pictures with that. Take pictures and you can bring that tablet in and we can go through all those pictures together and look and see what you guys are doing, and I can help you out on that, okay? So when you buy your Hubbardton forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else does that. Some larger items, generally big things on pallets and custom things, are going to be non-returnable. We'll always tell you that on the page for it, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. And then on top of all that, we offer a rush program. So in order for you to get all of these different finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. It takes generally about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it is super, super inexpensive. A lot of people don't even know about it. If you want to know about it, the best thing to do is just drop me a quick email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. You can also call 802-446-2400 during business hours. And so I'm here every day except Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you guys want to talk to me. And then you can email us 7 days a week at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. So I think that kind of wraps things up on this. You guys have any questions at all, let me know. Thank you for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.